I'm getting coached by my daughter.
I have a degree in directing.
Primarily to meet our oldest daughter, Emily, but we have a double header because Amy is here, our other daughter, so all of our daughters are here. And I have to tell you that spending 2 days with both of our daughters in the same house after all these years is a enriching task.
Poor thing.
I have realized how diminished my authority is, but really tonight is so Emily and her friends can tell you their story about what they're doing in Uganda. So without further ado, my oldest and beautiful daughter, Emily.
First of all, thank you so much for coming, because this is so important to me, and this project that I'm working on seriously has changed my entire life in a wonderful way. So just to give you a little background of what I've been doing is that I am a nurse practitioner, and I've been involved in HIV care since 1989. And so I've been working through the entire epidemic of HIV in this country from when we couldn't catch up fast enough when people were dying to now. It's a very manageable chronic disease. You still shouldn't catch it, but it's manageable. And so I was getting a little restless, and I got an invitation I was at a training for HIV providers out west, and I got a last-minute invitation to go to Uganda because there was a group of nurses and pharmacists that were going to work with this fellow named Nick Smith, who's standing right here. This fellow, who, when he was 23 years old, ended up in Uganda starting a microfinance program way out in western Uganda where there was nothing. And he's now 28. So for the last 5 years, he's been developing this microfinance, and there are now 850 families that are borrowing money, paying back money, borrowing more money, and building a business and building their own economy. What was missing, though, was a school. They've been learning under a tree. And so this year, Nick built a school. And when I got there, I went with this group, as I was saying, and we did a week of medical care where we saw 1,200 patients in 1 week. It was the most insane week of my life, but it was incredible. I was dirty, and it was fun, and you can see pictures of it in that room in there. There's some slides. I actually brought you also, if you want to take a look, we have there's no power, there's no running water, there's no electricity, so everything is handwritten. Our ledgers are there that has the name and age of every person we treated and what we treated them for. And so at the end of the week, when it was time to go home, I felt like, wow, that was really awesome for me. I had a great week, and now we're leaving, bye-bye. What's going to happen with these people? So once a week, the white women coming in is not enough. And so with the structures that Nick had already built with the businesses, which primarily are run by women, and their main goal is to raise money to put their kids into school, because you can't go to school in Uganda without money, and you have to pay school fees. And so how do you pay school fees if you have no money? So it was just, there was no growth happening. And then we felt like, well, we have the schools now, but now we need to keep these kids healthy so that they can actually learn. So I came home and I thought, I'm just going to raise some money and I'm going to build a clinic, which I did. And so with $22,000, we built, Nick was there for 4 months overseeing this development of this clinic, which is 4 exam rooms, 1 pharmacy, 1 laboratory, and a waiting area. And it's out, honestly, in the middle of nowhere. At this point, we will be getting solar panels to have power. We're waiting for Engineers Without Borders to get us on their list to build a well, a pump well, hand-pumped well, because we don't have power to run the well. And we have hired Ugandan medical staff. So this is not a white-driven, I'm going to come in and do medicine and leave again. This is going to be a sustained medical clinic to allow these children to grow up healthy, to have better nutrition, to not be suffering from worms every 3 months, to not be suffering from malaria every 3 months, to not be suffering from typhoid, so that they can actually have brain development and actually create a better life for themselves. So that's what we've been doing. The building is built, and now we got to keep it running. So we're about, honestly, $10,000 away from this beautiful clinic. We've just gotten a possibility of having some incredible medical supplies shipped to us through the port of Mombasa. try and get to us in Uganda. And so I've been to Africa before. I've done this kind of work before. But when you're doing it in sort of in the setting where you're giving all of the services, not giving the services, that's not even the right word, where you're, you know, you can give a person a fish, right, or you can teach them to fish and then they have their own food. So this is what we're doing. We don't have to keep going back there, but we do need to help them with the money until they become self-sustaining. So everyone is sick of me. All my friends are sick of me because they say, let's go to dinner. And I'm like, well, instead of dinner, could you write a check? And, you know, no, I don't want to go on vacation. I want to go to, you know, I'm going to go to Uganda. And so, so Nick and Mitch have been working tirelessly. Nick in particular, you just never meet a 23-year-old who does stuff like this and who at 28 has created this amazing project. And I feel completely fortunate to now have this as the next chapter. My son is grown, he's in law school, I can now do all this kind of stuff. So if any of you want to come with me, I'm leaving on January 2nd. I will be there for the whole month. I will get you a driver and a translator to get you where we are because there are no maps. But there are some dirt roads, so we can get there. And that's what we're doing. And the other thing I've been thinking lately is because people feel very torn about Ebola and about wanting to give money to Ebola, which I have been sending money every month to Doctors Without Borders. So the reason why Ebola, in my opinion, is out of control is because there's no infrastructure, there's no education, and there's no trust of the health system. So if we can create that in a place like Western Uganda, where you have refugees from Congo and Rwanda there, if you can build trust and you can build a health system, then if somebody with Ebola were to show up, you'd have a structure that could take care of it and you could stop the outbreak and spread of Ebola. So we're doing prevention. We're doing HIV prevention where we're involved in the church. The church, this has never happened to me, but even here. But the pastor of the church there, after services, sent the entire congregation over to a building and gave me 2 hours to talk about condoms, sex, any kind of sex, how you stop HIV, how you test for HIV, what the medicines are, and he said, just say it's the scientific method, and they have a choice. Because he doesn't want it in their area, and right now the rates are very low, because there's no roads. You build roads, HIV follows the road. So we're really fortunate that this community is letting us come in prior to a huge problem. So we're hoping that we can do preventative care, which is what we talk about all the time here. That's what we're doing there. So that's why you're all here.